We, the Pirates of Pirate Island, demand that his head... Creepy. They look so real. At first I thought they might be new pieces for the Red Pirate's collection, but then he'd surely have them in his palace and not out here. The life of a pirate isn't what it used to be. You have to look for alternative sources of income now. Ringtones, promotional events, merchandising, that kind of thing. This shop wasn't here when I lived here. It seems to have been abandoned at short notice, just like everything else. If the clothes I have now weren't of much higher quality than these pirate t-shirts, this would be the ideal opportunity for a bit of thieving. I actually like coconut milk, but after that drink Critter gave me, I wouldn't even drink it from the belly button of... I don't want any coconut milk. I don't even know what that gnome's called. I met him in a tavern in Bonzing and told him about the lamp. Has some good tricks up his sleeves. If he says he can open a crystal dome in a flash without making a sound, then I believe him. My Mary. The Red Pirate himself chained her up when we arrived. I wasn't expecting that. Granted, it did used to be his ship, and he's attached to her. But a huge magic padlock? It's a bit over the top if you ask me. The lens was mostly used to dramatically shorten the getaway of airships whose occupants had incurred the wrath of the Red Pirate. The padlock really does look magical. I wonder whether... Shh! Shh! All right already. Look, but don't touch. I get it. That looks promising. Good night, Gracie. Fezzes are cool. The fez is probably a delivery for the clothes shop. Stylish headgear is very popular among pirates. The fez is probably a delivery.
Mary!
The fez is probably a delivery for the clothes shop. Stylish headgear is very popular.
Mary!
Now all we have to do is get you out of there.
That's my job.
Right. How long will it take? In the meantime, I could...
What were you saying?
And that's why you should always have a reliable partner.
It was nothing, really.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you. Now let's get out of here. Get ready for the big show, critter.
Oh, hello. You're a new one.
Ta-da!
What?
Aren't you supposed to put on a big show?
Ta-da.
Good grief. I always thought djinns were godlike super magicians with healthy egos.
Oh, yeah. They're great.
But aren't you a djinn too?
Oh, well, yes. That's true, of course.
I mean, not that you aren't great. I just thought you'd be bigger.
My brothers are all bigger. They serve the most powerful rulers in the universe. Me, you know, they sent me here to practice. They said no one in this strange old world would really notice if I screwed things up.
Nate's the name, but you can call me Master Nate. What's yours?
Benjamin bin Nabil Tafik bin Ekrem Kamal bin Abbas ibn Hadshi.
I'll call you Benny. As you're a djinn, you have to grant me 3 wishes, right?
Of course. Yes, sure.
But...
But it would be nice if, well, can we agree on 3 small wishes?
You mean if I want my own kingdom with immeasurable riches, then it's only allowed to be a small kingdom?
Yes, well, I could perhaps come up with a coin.
A coin? I'm trying to impress an elf princess. Do you really think a coin is going to blow her away?
I'm just not that good at magic.
Not that good at magic? Take 10 breaths and count deeply. All in good time, Nate. All in good time. Let's start with something easy. Open that.
Oh,
Oh?
it's not really that easy.
Not that easy?
Please don't pressure me. I don't like it when people get on my back.
Concentrate and open it. That's my wish.
All right then. I did it! Did you see that?
The padlock. You're supposed to open the padlock.
But that's a magic padlock. I can't do that.
Benny, now!
But what if I do something wrong?
Benny, angry pirate and angry bounty hunter.
You'll only end up having a go at me again.
There's no time for discussion. Open the padlock, now!
Is that your second wish?
My second... Yes, that's my second wish. Let it all out, Benny. It's you against the padlock.
Well, all right then.
I can explain.
The lamp belongs to me.
Oh, I'm happy to talk about it.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
Tomu.
I wish I could comply to your request. Really. Ah!
The Archmage claims there are hardly any opportunities for the common citizen to improve their lot. The rich stay rich, the poor stay poor. That's nonsense, of course. Have you got that?
Nonsense. Yep, got it. He pleads for more education, for the poor as well. What do you say to that?
Too complicated. My party and I have found a simpler way. From tomorrow, anyone can be a winner in life. I present the lottery.
And the winners can move from the lower town to the upper town.
The winner? Once a month we grant one citizen from the lower town a better life in our midst. And you will report on it, Mr. Fox. The winner's new fabulous life and how I made it possible.
The winner. It's singular.
The first draw is tomorrow. I expect to see it all over the paper.
Very well, madam.
It was quite a surprise when one morning suddenly the second tower appeared. The older folk remembered that it had once always been there, until one day it just disappeared. They didn't really pay much attention to it at first because the town housed the mage school. Magic stuff happens. But when it didn't return, they just forgot about it. The Archmage no longer lives alone in the tower. He has some family learning the art of magic there too. But it's difficult teaching adults magic. Their minds are less open and they're too stuck in the physical world, and they lack the imagination for magic. No, the next generation of real mages will be the young, trained by us in the school. In 10 years, the Mage Tower will be teeming with the school's finest. Judging by the size and the wood used, the barrel must contain a precious liquid. Brandy, I'd bet. I'm not so convinced that this lottery is a good idea. Sure, it's a fine thing for the winner, but wouldn't it be a coincidence if the right person won? Bill uses the crane to smuggle things down to the lower town to evade the duty at the gate. Can't imagine that's allowed. The delivery dock for goods delivered by airship. Bill is one of the town's biggest merchants, and with the war over, more goods land here every day. Hello, Bill.
Wilbur.
How's business?
Could be better.
I thought business would be booming now that the war's over.
It is. But it could be better.
Were you in the lower town today? What's the situation like?
Those loonies are taking over.
What, you mean the protesters?
More gold for everyone, they demand. They should work instead, then they'll have gold.
But isn't that the problem? They want to work, but there aren't any jobs.
There's enough work. I've offered a couple of them work.
Yes, but they'd like to be paid.
You see, so it is all about gold. You give those layabouts a little finger and they take the whole hand. And who's supposed to pay for it? The honest trader.
Then you're on the council leader's side, right?
You bet. All the traders are. She's one of us after all, even if only by marriage. Her husband, old Van Buren, was the richest trader in the region.
Was?
Been dead 2 years. Was the last Van Buren. His father and his uncle before him were full-blooded salesmen. Out of their parents' vast and powerful trading group, they made an even vaster and more powerful trading group. Van Buren knew what to do, and the widow knows too. She knows the hardships the traders suffer, and is sure to cut taxes.
Do you even pay taxes?
No, but they're too high nonetheless.
What do you think of the lottery?
Clever, ain't it?
What do you mean?
Well, you've got to give the rabble the feeling they could make it too, right?
Make what?
Becoming one of us. As long as everyone down there thinks their current situation is only a temporary condition on the way to fame and fortune, they leave us in peace.
But some actually do make it.
Yes, exactly, that's the spirit. Anyone can make it if they just try hard enough. Meh.
Looks like your crane's ready.
Oh yes, finally I can lower goods straight down to my stall. Saves on customs duty and paying bribes to the town guard down by the gate.
Is that legal?
Not paying bribes? Dunno. But nowadays an honest trader's got to look out for number one.
I have to be going, Bill. See you next time.
See ya.
Ugh, creepy. The prison. I always try to get past this window fast. Hello? Is anyone there?
You bet there is.
Oh. My name is Wilbur Weathervane. Who are you?
Wilbur Weathervane? Good alias. Call me Mr. X. My friends call me X.
X? Strange name. Still, better than Goalpost Head, I guess. Why are you locked up?
They want me out of the way. I know too much.
But they don't just lock people up for being intelligent.
They do if you know the wrong things. We're being watched.
By whom?
They are watching us.
Who are they? The wizards?
Them, the ones watching us. They're out there.
How long have you been in prison?
A few days, but I suspect they'll never let me out. I'm a political prisoner. They want to silence me. Tell everyone. The truth is out there.
Here, in Seastone?
Yes, probably.
Do you really think you'll be in there long?
They certainly won't let me go before the elections. That Van Buren wants to show her strength, and it's anybody's guess what'll happen afterwards. Either way, I'm not gonna wait until some court passes judgment on me. I'll escape as soon as I have the chance.
Well then, I have to be going.
Take care of yourself, brother.
All of the expensive shops in Seastone are here in the upper town. This bakery makes the finest pies, the most delicious cakes, and the most amazing chocolates. Luckily, I don't have enough money to buy myself a treat every day. Otherwise, it wouldn't be too long before I no longer fit into my teacher's robe. The coat of arms of the proud town of Seastone, capital of the Alliance and largest town in all Avantasia. With the refugee camp on the outskirts of town, Seastone seems larger than ever before. The latest edition of the Seastone Lookout, the local newspaper. Council Leader Van Buren, we are equal opportunity providers. Tomorrow morning we will present our solution to the poverty problem. We are the only ones with simple and efficient solutions to today's problems. Some famous knight. He's already lost both legs and his sword in battle, but his fighting spirit is unbroken. Hello, Mr. Shieldhand.
Well, I never. If it isn't little Weathervane.
Weathervane to you, Mr. Shieldhand. Professor Weathervane, to be precise.
Oh, your lordship, forgive me for not kneeling.
I see you're still the captain of the town guard.
It's captain and its only member.
Why aren't there more guards? Surely it's impossible for you to keep the peace all by yourself.
The council leader of the merchants doesn't see it that way. She handpicked me for this post. Nothing is more important than loyalty, she said.
How are things in the lower town?
Same as here, just dirtier and everything smaller.
What about the refugees?
Dunno, it's been a couple of weeks since I've been down there. From up here, it looks like the tent city has stopped growing. Either there are no new refugees arriving or the place is just full.
Aren't you responsible for the lower town too?
Can hardly be expected to go down there. The place is crawling with criminals.
But
Anyway, the anarchists have erected barricades. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't get into the tent city.
why is the gate closed? I want to go to the lower town.
Curfew. After dark, residents of the upper town can only enter the lower town with special permission.
Who came up with that?
Council Leader Van Buren. She's worried about the well-being of the residents of the upper town.
And where do I get one of these permits?
Nowhere today. You can go to the town hall and apply for one there tomorrow.
But I'm supposed to meet Remy in the inn tonight.
Tough.
What's the story behind that statue?
That's the Black Knight. He serves as an inspiration for young soldiers of the town guard. He's supposed to motivate them to fight bravely to the last drop of blood.
Who was he?
No one knows. He was mangled when he was found, but he still had the lust for battle in his eyes.
There are posters over there spreading lies about the Archmage.
So?
Those are lies. Anyone could read them. A couple might even believe them.
Nah, what can you do?
You could remove them. I would do it myself, but I don't have any water or a spatula, and it's your job.
All right then. Tomorrow. I've got way too much to do now.
So, what are you doing?
I'm guarding the town. I'm the town guard.
Ah. Looks like Bill the merchant's crane is finally finished.
It's been 2 days. He's been transporting things up and down all day.
And you inspected the goods?
Why should I?
Isn't there a toll on transporting goods like alcohol and pipeweed and other stuff from the upper town to the lower town?
There are real crimes going on in this town. I don't even have the resources to take care of them.
Bill said something about bribing the town guard. Would you know anything about that?
That's an outrageous allegation. The town guard is not bribable.
That's good. Otherwise you'd probably have too much gold. I mean, if no more goods go through the gate here, then no one needs to be bribed, eh?
That's right. So you're saying Bill is cheating the state of its well-earned taxes because he's smuggling goods into the lower town?
Do you want to ban him from running the crane?
No. Bill and his colleagues are very influential. Anyway, no one said anything about a ban, did they? No. I've got another idea. How can I do it?
What do you need to do to stop the smuggling?
Someone would have to mark one of Bill's barrels of alcohol and then order it from the lower town. If the said marked barrel turns up there tonight without the tax having been paid, then we have our evidence.
You can be really clever, Mr. Shieldhand.
The only problem is, I can't leave this place. I have to guard the town, you see. But you can fulfill your civic duty and help the town guard.
Civic duty? You want me to do your job?
Not for nothing, of course. What do you want in return?
I want a pony.
Aha! So you want free access to the lower town?
Ah, no, I want a pony.
Yes, you already said that. That's not how it works. You want to go to the lower town, I won't let you. But, coincidentally, there is something you can do for me. So we'll come to an agreement and you get...
A pony? Fine then. I want into the lower town.
Excellent. Now you help me convict Bill and I give you the key to the gate.
Okay.
Here's a piece of chalk.
Done. Mr. Shieldhand?
Mr. Professor.
I've marked a barrel of Bill's brandy.
Excellent. Then go down to the lower town and order a barrel and we'll see what happens.
You mean I no longer need a special permit?
Correct. You're now on an official mission for the town guard.
Bill also built the outhouse. Remy says he's rented this entire strip along the town wall. Maybe he couldn't bear the thought of leaving his stand unattended for a few minutes a day. Bill's stall. During the day, he sells stuff from the upper town that you can't normally get down here. So this is where the crane comes down. And up there's Bill sitting on his crates. It's too dark to see anything, but Bill is sitting somewhere up there in the upper town. Psst! Bill!
Who's there? And what do you want?
My name is Guybrush, and I want to be a pirate. Hello? I said...
Yes, I heard you. I just can't believe you tried that old gag.
Sorry.
Who are you, and what do you want?
It's me, Mr. Shieldhand. I want to talk to you about my bribe. Or lack of, to be precise.
Why do you call yourself Mr. Shieldhand?
Because Anton. Anton Shieldhand is my name. And I want a bribe.
Petey, is that you? It's bloody dark down there.
Yes, it's me, Petey.
Why are you putting on a funny voice all of a sudden? You really are a crazy dog. So what can I do for my favourite errand boy?
I would like some smuggled goods.
Can you be a little bit more specific?
I need a barrel of brandy for the inn.
No problem. What's the password?
Password? What password?
The secret password. I can't just offer illegal goods to anyone, especially as I don't have any.
Oh, that password. All right. The password is... Is it fluffy bunnies?
What? No.
Construct additional pylons?
Are you just guessing?
No.
What's the password?
What about you? Do you even know the password?
Of course, but that's hardly the point.
Should I buy my illegal goods from just anyone?
All right then, the password is marmalade.
The password is marmalade.
No, it's not. I just wanted to wind you up. Well, what's the real password?
I don't know the password.
Why not? Aren't you Petey? Step into the light.
Yes, I am. But I forgot the password.
Ha! That's just like you. Ask in the inn. The owner knows it.
Fine. A wooden box full of old tools. Some sort of metal clamps, a hammer, some wire. Probably Bill uses the stuff to maintain his stand. I'll take the hammer. Usually citizens and visitors to the inn warm up by the fireplace on cold nights. Paper, wood, everything's here, except for someone looking to warm up. Someone has put a bucket of water next to the fire pit. Security isn't normally a priority in Seastone. But with all these wooden houses, I'm glad to see an exception. The first and most impressive barricade I've ever seen. This looks like a hatch. Hello?
Aloha.
Are you talking to the enemy?
Who are you?
My name is...
Shh! If you tell an agent of the government our real names, you'll endanger the entire organization.
What do you want to call us?
My name is John. No, Paul. Next to me is, J-Stop.
Your name is Paul? But you're a woman.
Gender is just one of the fictions indoctrinated by the patriarchal society.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. What are you protesting about then?
We're protesting against exploitation, against discrimination, against poverty, and against the destruction of the environment.
Wow, those are all important issues. What do you plan on doing?
We're already doing something.
We are demanding that things change.
We've made a petition.
And we're putting together a list of demands.
We're still working on the wording. Problems with the neutrality guidelines.
How far have you got?
Dear brothers, stroke sisters in arms, other forms of resistance are available. Fellow countrymen, countrywomen, country transsexuals, country gender nonconformists.
Getting back to the whole making a change thing.
If you want to make a difference, you can write "like" on a piece of paper and pass it through the hatch. Then everyone will know you support our cause.
I talked to a prisoner in the upper town. He's one of yours, isn't he?
A victim of the state's power, our first martyr.
He's not dead yet. And if he got the cake, he'll be back with us soon.
Cake? Shh. If you're for justice and change, you'll probably be voting for Archmage Alistair, right?
The election's a joke. One corrupt politician replacing another. And behind the scenes, it's always the same people pulling the strings.
That may be true of the council leader, but the Archmage...
Big Mana's got them eating out their hands.
Exactly. The magic industrial multinational that was responsible for the war.
So you're entering your own candidate?
That's pure daft. There's no point. We're doing the only thing that will lead to success. We're protesting.
Maybe I can pass on some of your demands to the Archmage and we can see what can be done.
We demand that no one in Avantasia should ever be poorer than average.
Isn't that mathematically impossible?
Not at all. If every resident got exactly the same amount of gold, then no one is poorer than the average.
But if everyone gets the same amount of gold without having to do anything for it, why would anyone bother to earn the gold in the first place?
Only someone who belongs to the rich elite could ask something like that.
Did you build the barricade?
Aye, that's right.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. But it kind of blocks the whole street, doesn't it?
We're gonna dry you lot out till you give us what we want.
But the upper town is supplied by airships.
We won't move an inch until you stand starving and freezing before us.
But we've got plenty of food. And if my rabbit sheep didn't always take my bed, I wouldn't freeze either.
I told you it doesn't work like that.
We're protesting here, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Everything all right in the lower town?
Couldn't be better. The fire of protest is stoking up hell. People are being drawn closer together by a common noble goal.
And because of a lack of space.
Whisht!
Why did you set up the barricade here and not at the gate? That would have given you loads of extra space.
And the inn would have been on our side too.
Our barricade is more visible this way. The elite should quake at the sight of our resolve.
I don't think they're doing that.
You're clearly trying to drive a wedge between us, agent. See? The fat cats are trying to sabotage us. They're afraid. That's a good sign.
Have to be going.
May the protest never end.
This is one of the entrances to the underground world of the rats. Rats represent one of the town's largest population groups. But many don't think of them as real people and they don't have many rights. Remy and the Archmage have been trying to change that for a long time, but some think that the rats entered the town illegally and consider them vermin. At the moment, more people live outside the town than inside it. Most of them are refugees. There were days when the wagons were lined up nose-bag to bumper and the road was full of them as far as the eye could see. Seastone has grown quite organically over the centuries. There are doors behind which there are only walls, staircases that lead to nowhere. Maybe a house was supposed to go here, but the builder changed his mind. The inn used to be here on the right, and on the left was Master Marcus's mage school. After the war, so many people came to the town that we needed a larger inn. Master Marcus was happy to sell his old mage school. Change is good, he told me. The houses in Seastone are pretty cramped together. And down there somewhere there's a city made of tents and boards. The Archmage is working hard to give people hope after the devastation of the war. Someone forgot their jacket, or left it hanging there while they take a nap upstairs. That would be risky. The crime rate in this town is at an all-time high. Remy looks tired. I think the election campaign and the current situation in the town are really taking their toll on him. Hello, Remy.
If it isn't the magic school's new star professor. How was your first day, Wilbur?
Please don't ask.
But I am asking. You are my friend and you look far from happy. What's wrong?
Headmaster Block is very mean to me. He gives me loads of difficult tasks.
All of which you've solved, knowing you.
Yes, but then he gives me new tasks that are even more difficult. And even if I worked through the night, I still couldn't finish them all. No one could.
Interesting and curious. If he wanted to represent you as the Archmage's bad choice, then he wouldn't have given you exercises that are clearly impossible. People would realize what kind of game was being played and the trick would backfire. Did you notice anything else?
Yes. I surprised Headmaster Block in the staff room as he was rummaging through a desk drawer. But he was startled when I spoke to him, like I caught him doing something.
He didn't want you to see him fiddling around in his own desk drawer.
Interesting, isn't it?
First there was the unsolvable exercises, and now the desk drawer. Something's not right.
That's what I think too. You don't look all that happy yourself. Tough day.
Tough week. I'm worried about the Archmage's safety. The situation in the town is explosive. He was heckled on the street while checking up on the field hospital down there. But it was just some wound-up idiots. I'm worried about the one assailant who has enough brains, resources, and volition.
Someone? Like Headmaster Block?
Hard to imagine, but it can't be ruled out. We need more information.
The council leader was standing up by the new lottery drum, dictating tomorrow's edition of the Lookout to a reporter.
Yes, she has the Lookout under her thumb. She's a horrible piece of work. Ambitious, stubborn, and unscrupulous. A dangerous combination. Comes from a humble background, but got her feet under old Van Buren's table. Tried to persuade him to do all sorts of new business deals and start a career in politics. Many say he died so young because he finally wanted to be left in peace.
How did she end up as the Archmage's most promising challenger?
The Archmage doesn't want the most important posts in government to go automatically to the richest citizens anymore, but rather to the most competent people, chosen by the people.
And of course the nobility and the merchants don't like that one bit.
They were seething when they found out about it, but there was nothing they could do to start with. The Archmage was too popular, untouchable. But then along came Sybil Van Buren, and she had a plan. The election was to be approved and set for 1 year's time. 1 year in which she put up obstacles in the Archmage's way and sabotaged his politics in any way she could. Her only aim was to make him look bad. By the gods, how I'd load it if she succeeded.
But we will win the election, right? The Archmage, I mean.
Van Buren has used all her resources. Powerful, rich friends with important posts at the Seastone Lookout. The only newspaper left in town. Simple slogans, simple solutions, patriotism and resentment. She tells the people what they want to hear. And yet, the Archmage will win the election. Every vote for the council leader and her cronies is a vote too many. But stupidity amongst the voters has not prevailed yet.
Archmage Alistair gave me a magic slate.
That's just like him. He likes magical playthings.
That's not all. The slate advised me to build a golem to help me with my work.
A golem?
They're very strong, so it could help me with a lot of my work.
Yes, but I was thinking of something else. Think about it. We agree the Archmage is the most powerful living wizard.
Of course.
No one could touch a hair on his head with a magical attack. But brute force, a stone to the head, a knife in the ribs.
That could be a possibility.
But now imagine that he had a bodyguard, a big chap, hard as stone.
Such as a golem, for example.
Exactly. Even a troll wouldn't get past the golem. But the best thing, golems are absolutely loyal. They simply cannot help but follow their master's commands.
And if I order it to defend the Archmage with its life?
Then that's exactly what it'll do, and no one would get past it.
That sounds fantastic.
Can you manage that? Building a golem and bringing it to life?
I'll sure try, at any rate. I'll get it to complete the headmaster's stupid tasks first, and then guard the Archmage.
The headmaster and the council leader have come up against the wrong gnome.
Why doesn't the Archmage defend himself more aggressively against the council leader? Why doesn't he just tell everyone about her scheming?
He wants as many people as possible to take part in solving our problems. He doesn't want there to be two sides at each other's throats. But I don't know if it will work. People are starting to accept the conditions. They blame everyone and everything, and they don't even try to change anything anymore. I asked the Archmage about it. You know what? He's comfortable having things stay as they are. That's why many favor it. Progress requires effort. What kind of world would it be if there was glaring injustice and everyone put up with it just because change takes too much effort? But hey, what do I know?
So what do we do now? Keep an eye on Headmaster Block and see what happens?
So near the elections. A supporter of the council leader behaving suspiciously in the vicinity of the Archmage. No, too risky. We can't wait.
So, you're gonna have a look for yourself?
Phew, I'd like to, but perhaps that's precisely their plan. An officially unofficial employee of the Archmage sniffing about in the office of one of his political opponents.
Wouldn't be good if word got out. A first-rate scandal. But what about a teacher looking for a form in the staff room? A teacher who is in the school because the headmaster has given him tasks to be done.
Normally I would try to discourage you, but the Archmage is visiting the school tomorrow. If his opponents are planning something...
I'll do it. I'll have a look around and get back to you if I discover...
All right, but be careful.
Then let's not waste any time. I'll build a golem bodyguard for the Archmage and have a look around.
Good idea. And let me know as soon as you find anything peculiar. No heroics, Wilbur Weathervane.
I'll be careful.
I'll go back underground. I want to find out about the dark magic the Archmage has been sensing for days.
You and Van Buren will not succeed with your plan. You may have great and powerful friends, but the Archmage has small and cleverer ones. Remy left his class. There's a mark. It says 2CL beside it. For most people, that's just a little sip. But for a rat, that's a fair amount of booze, I guess. Wow! A two-headed ogre. I've heard of those. I never thought I'd actually ever see one of those in real life. Or smell it. Hello!
Little mini-man.
But Blout, that's a guest. Welcome, noble sir. How can we help you?
You're a two-headed ogre, right?
Well, I am an ogre.
Me too.
So, you two are ogres.
My name is Sloth, mage, philosopher, scholar.
And bag of wind.
That is Blout, my brother. He is...
Me, Basher. Me, best things up.
Do you own the inn?
I bought it. Blout is just my employee.
Blout bought too.
Yes, but then you lost your half at poker. Now it all belongs to me.
Blout not give you his half. Blout best laugh if he tried to take away.
If you touch me, I'll have you thrown in jail.
I have heard that you buy your alcohol from Bill.
We don't have much choice. He's the only trader who'll sell us alcohol.
Expensive.
You're right there. The prices are unashamedly high.
Seastone is a big town with lots of merchants. Why is Bill the only one selling alcohol?
Since the town was virtually besieged with refugees, there's been no way for the farmers and traders from the surrounding areas to get through with their ox carts.
Right. And Bill gets his supplies by air. Just the same, there's still more than one merchant in the upper town, isn't there?
Of course. Bill trades alcohol, another trades in lamp oil, the next one in mana potions. That way they avoid competition and set any price they want.
I smashed them all.
We are upset about it.
Would you perhaps be interested in a barrel of brandy? I'm sure that Bill would deliver today.
No, thank you. We still have stock, and we have much fewer guests since the barricade was erected.
But I need a password.
The password for Bill's crane capers? If you were one of his trustworthy customers, you'd know it.
How about we try and bring down Bill and his exorbitant prices?
What are you thinking of?
Bash him?
Well, let's just say I could put the long arm of the law onto him.
Shield hand?
Tin Man.
I don't know.
The plan is absolutely Anton-proof. We're all set. I just need Bill's password and bam! We have him by his muttony legs.
And it won't be traced back to us? I really don't want to be paying even more for our alcohol in future.
It's a secret covert operation shrouded in secrecy.
Shrouded in secrecy.
He has earned it. Oh, all right then. The password is, gold won't make you happy.
Really?
Here, a bag of silver for the brandy. It will be worth it if it scuppers business for Bill and his band of ne'er-do-wells.
Thanks. you allowed 1 or 2 votes in the election?
One would think that as we have 2 voices, we should also have 2 votes. Unfortunately, the town council sees things differently.
And who do you want to vote for?
Archmage Alistair, of course.
Council... Mrs. Van Buren. Little woman says how it is.
Blount likes it when things are uncomplicated.
Tax down, more work for all. Seastone number 1.
But you don't buy it.
I'd also prefer it if our problems were solved quicker, but Van Buren stands for things staying as they are or regressing. Neither has ever helped.
Did someone forget that jacket on the chair over there?
Oh, it belongs to a young guest. He, well, got into a fight with Mr. Shieldhand of the town guard.
Hooligan! Lock up him.
What happened?
He was quietly drinking his beer. Shieldhand came in, recognized him as one of the protesters and wanted to... The young man refused, said he hadn't done anything wrong and wouldn't let anyone search him without reason.
Then bang! Straight to the lockdown.
And the jacket?
It's been hanging there ever since. We're keeping it as a deposit until he's...
Then take care, you two. 1.
So long.
Bye.